And hello, and thank you for joining with us live at the local San Jose City Mount High Stadium, or MHS, for tonight's Friday Night's Lights football game for this NFL of Week 7 for today, live at the local San Jose City Legotopia Capital for today, with the Bluebricks going against the Elephants with their rival team of the 6-0 Elephants, joining with us live at the local San Jose City Legotopia Capital area for their first game here in the Mount High Stadium for their season so far. And thank you to Legoans join with us for this year so far for this regular season on Week 7 of Friday Night Lights special for tonight. Thank you for joining with us live. Today's local San Jose City Lego event is brought to you by this coming up Halloween events and Halloween itself. So please stay tuned for your upcoming San Jose City Halloween events coming up during the week. That's coming up week right on the week before Halloween itself. So thank you for joining with us live at the local San Jose City Mount High Stadium for Friday Night Lights for today. And so far with a 3-3 record for today for the Bluebricks, and they're looking forward to trying to win this one with their their third loss of the season just last week on that Sunday Night Football against the Hornets. So they are joining with us once again live at the local San Jose City Mount High Stadium once again for today's NFL football game for Friday Night Lights special. Please stay tuned for coming up next week. On next weekend, we'll be introducing the Bluebricks going against the Rhinos, which will be introduced on the day before Halloween itself, so stay tuned. That'll be a spooky game coming up very, very soon. So thank you to Legos for joining with us, and please stay tuned for more events coming to the San Jose City area. And stay tuned for this 2021 regular season of the Bluebricks going against the Elephants. And coming up on the next clip, we'll be introducing the local national anthem of Legotopia. And right after that, we'll be introducing the coin toss and the kickoff for the start of today's regular season football game on Friday Night Lights. Thank you, Legos, for watching. And thank you for joining with us live at the local San Jose City Mount High Stadium. Please rise for your local Legotopia national anthem. And moving on to the start of kickoff for today. So far, it looks like the Bluebricks will be getting the ball for the start of today's regular season football of Week 7. So far, with a record of 3-3 so far, the Bluebricks are looking forward to trying to win this rival team of a 6-0 football team, which is the Elephants, joining with us live this year for the regular season football in this Week 7 against the Bluebricks. But with their past couple of games, their last 6 games, they had a pretty tough matchup on the first 2 games. With the first game going against, it looks like the Horses on the first game, and they almost lost against the Horses with their first regular season game with a final record or final score right there of 27-20 right there. So one more point made by the Horses right there. They could have lost that one, but making them 1-0 for the start of the regular season, and they kept it up for the next 6 games, with making a record right now of 6-0 for the Elephants so far for this regular season football. So far the regular season football record season for the Bluebricks so far is 3-3, which isn't the best season, but they are looking forward to trying to win this one and stop their record of losing against smaller teams and bigger teams like this one. So stay tuned. So far the Bluebricks will be getting the ball for the start of today's regular season football game on Friday Night Lights. And thank you, Legos, for joining with us live once again. And please stay tuned for more. And moving on to this mid part of the first quarter for today. So far there has been a score change added to the scoreboard for the start of today's regular season football game. And so far it looks like the Bluebricks have scored their first touchdown of today's football game against this 6-0 Elephant football team. So far score is 7-0. Bluebricks are 7 and the Elephants are 0 for today. So far, pretty surprising start for the Bluebricks overall, with a nice 55-yard touchdown right there, right at the end, or part of the end of the first quarter. We're onto the end of the first quarter right now, but overall looking absolutely awesome in the San Luis City Mount Ice Stadium for the Bluebricks side. So far, it looks like the fans are hyped now against this football team of the Elephants, which are 6-0. This will determine if the Bluebricks can still make it during this regular season and likely make it to the playoffs for this 2021 regular season itself. So stay tuned. Overall, please stay tuned for the upcoming San Luis City Super Bowl number 8, which will be hosted live here once again. That'll be during the month of January of 2022, so stay tuned. That'll be an interesting and new type of football game that will be going live here once again at the remodeled brand new Mount High Stadium for this year, so stay tuned. They are planning on adding new changes at this local Mount High Stadium right before the end of the year, so stay tuned for that as well. So thank you, Legos, for watching. So far score is 7-0. Bluebricks are 7 and the Elephants are 0. And moving on to the start of second quarter, or mid part of second quarter for today. So far there has been another score change added to the scoreboard for today's Bluebricks versus Elephants football game, of Friday Night Lights special for today. And so far it looks like the Bluebricks are tying this one with the Elephants so far with 7-7, with the Elephants making their first touchdown of the game so far with a 7-7 tie game so far for the start of second quarter. What an interesting game it is right now. So far the Bluebricks, everyone was thinking the Bluebricks will be 0-10 by now, but so far they are tying this one with the Elephants, and will be determining what happens before the end of the second quarter and the first half for today. And please stay tuned for today's halftime highlights presented by John Jr. for today, introducing today's halftime highlights of Week 7 football game of Friday Night Lights once again. And thank you, Legos, for watching. And please stay tuned for more. We'll be introducing lots of brand new Halloween type of events and Halloween shows coming up during this week. Halloween is at least a couple of days away. I believe it's like 12 days away, something like that. So stay tuned. And thank you, Legos, for watching. And stay tuned for more live at the local San Luis City Legotopia Capital. thank you for joining with us once again for today's halftime highlights for today of the Bluebricks going against the Elephants. So far, score with a final score of the first half is 10-7, with the Bluebricks winning against the Elephants by a one touchdown game so far and a field goal for today. Right before the end of the first half, they did get a nice 32-yard field goal right there, making 10 points on the board and adding 3 points overall. Added to their 7-point record right there so far. But so far, score is 10-7 right at the end of the first half, with a nice ending for the Bluebricks so far, with winning against this rival 6-0 football team of the Elephants for today. And so far, this is surprising everyone for the start of the first quarter, making their first touchdown of the regular season against this rival 6-0 football team, a very tough football team, which is the Elephants. They did do a final score right there at the beginning of the first quarter with a 7-0 right there for the Bluebricks, with a nice 55-yard touchdown and throw and pass by Patrick Mahomes right there with that final scoring of 7-0. And once again, the Elephants come back with their final scoring by 7-7 at the start of this mid of second quarter right there, and then with the Bluebricks making it 10-7, a non-tie game right before the end of the first half overall. So far, looking absolutely awesome for the Bluebricks and the Elephants. The Bluebricks fans are hyped for this NFL Friday Night Lights football game. I'm John Jr. presenting today's NFL halftime highlights, and thank you for watching for today's NFL Week 7 football game.
The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't.
And thank you, Legos, for joining with us once again and introducing the score change added to the start of the second half for today and the start of the third quarter for today. Right before the end of the first half, the Bluebricks made a nice field goal right there, making this game not tied anymore right before the end of the first half. So they got really lucky right there with almost making a touchdown right before the end of the first half, but they got lucky with a field goal this time against the Elephants, with that score making it 10-7 so far. Bluebricks are 10 and the Elephants are 7 for tonight's NFL Friday Night Football game for today. So thank you for joining with us once again so far. And please stay tuned for the upcoming Sago City Freak Fest and Freak Fest itself that will be coming up live at the local Sago City area, introducing lots of people in their favorite costumes, mostly freaky type of costumes. We introduce that type of event every year, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in the Legotopia Main Street downtown area, the brand new area that they just added over there. So stay tuned. We're excited to introduce that to the playlist this year as well, so stay tuned for that, for the Halloween special right there at the Sago City Legotopia capital area. So thank you, Legos, for joining with us once again for tonight's NFL football game. We're glad to introduce a Friday Night Lights football game once again, so stay tuned. Coming up next weekend, we'll be introducing the Bluebricks going against the Rhinos. And right after this, if you're an Elephants fan, they will be going against the Wolves next weekend. So that'll be also another interesting game, so stay tuned. Thank you, Legos, for joining with us live at the local Legotopia Mountain High Stadium. And stay tuned for more. Score is 10-7.
You hear me scream, maybe it's just a dream, maybe it's a sign of me.
And moving on to the start of fourth quarter so far, the Bluebricks are winning this one by another touchdown against this Elephants football team, making this a very interesting football game so far. It is 17-7 so far, with the Bluebricks winning by another touchdown, a field goal, and a touchdown as well. So far, it looks like if the Elephants want to try to win this one or tie this one before the end of the football game, they will need to get a touchdown and a field goal or 2 touchdowns itself. So stay tuned. Thank you, Legos, for joining with us live at the local Sago City Mountain High Stadium. Score is 17-7. Sorry about the technical difficulties right there so far. Introducing that last final clip right there. So far, the Bluebricks are looking absolutely awesome for this regular season, with a record of 3-3 right now. They're winning against a 6-0 football team. With the score right now being 17-10 for the Bluebricks and the Elephants so far. The Bluebricks are looking forward to winning this one overall. And just the last couple of years, they were introducing a different type of quarterback, which was last year they did introduce Lamar Jackson on their roster. This year they have Patrick Mahomes. So they're testing out the different types of quarterbacks and their brand new roster and franchise for this year as well. So they're looking forward to trying to win this one and get a better record for this regular season so far. Thank you, Legos, for joining with us once again. That is all I have to say for today. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Live at the local San City Mount High Stadium for tonight's Friday Night Lights football game. Score is once again 17-7 with that final score right there. Please stay tuned for the last final clip coming up here momentarily. And thank you for joining with us with this final score for tonight's Friday Night Lights football game. So far, the Bluebricks win this one with a final score of 17-7. With that final score right there, with the Elephants not even making another single touchdown right at the end of tonight's football game of Friday Night Lights special for today. And once again, this is a very awesome football game for the Bluebricks this regular season on week 7 for today. And so far, their record will be 4-3 after tonight. And so far, it's looking absolutely colorful in the San City Mount High Stadium with that nice strobe light effect for today. But overall, looking absolutely awesome in the San City area, Mount High Stadium, and Legotopia Capital. Signing out to you folks for tonight's NFL football game of Friday Night Lights of the Bluebricks going against the Elephants with a final score of 17-10 with a big win for the Bluebricks for tonight. And so far, looking absolutely awesome with that nice roster so far. Bluebricks football coach is looking forward to the rest of the season. Stay tuned for week 8 going against the Rhinos on that Halloween weekend. And thank you, Legos, for watching and sending out to you folks for today live at the local Legotopia Capital area. John Lees for today with a final score of 17-7.